Welcome back to the Daily Crypto Market Update. BTC had a very nice close of 3.5%, inching closer and closer to the daily TBO Fast line, this pink line right here, which is the fastest of the four moving averages that comprise the trending breakout indicator. The current target is around $93,360. This will change throughout the day. This is the first target for any massively oversold bounce. This is where we're expecting the price to move up and touch. Now, if Bitcoin can actually tag this, I'm still of the belief that we're going to see a quick tag of the fast line and then we'll see it drop. I don't know if we're going to see Bitcoin necessarily go and make a lower low, although there is significant support down here. At 70, what's the precise number here? $74,500 or so. So I don't know about another big drop because that would be pretty devastating. One thing that's interesting that's happening, that's a 20% drop from there, which would be nuts. One thing that's interesting though on the daily time frame for BTC is that it's clearly having a bullish bounce. Now, the main ingredients that are lacking right now are volume. It's weird to me that BTC continues to move up without any bullish volume. And in my opinion, bullish volume would be volume that exceeds the moving average. So vice versa, look at all of this bearish volume back over here during the selling. And then this spike right here last Friday, this was when we had the main drop. Okay, so big moments like this with a lot of volume, crazy price action, lots of volume to back it up, are typically like highlights, big identification points on the chart that let us know this is a significant event, usually a top or a bottom to some degree. Now, there's also on-balance volume. On-balance volume is still insanely oversold, extremely bearish, falling way lower than our quote-unquote support level back here on March 25th. The one thing that I think is most likely to happen next, actually, we don't even have to look that far. We just go back over here to March. So we've been super oversold, just like we were back over here at the end of February, right there. And then what do we see? A big shoot up because of news that was leaked on Sunday, which created a CME gap. And then we saw the price go lower. Even on this seeming victory bounce here from 77K, the price of Bitcoin eventually made it up to the fast line right there. And it, did something, but it ended up falling lower again. This is what I think is more likely to happen next, seeing it fall lower. I'm not saying it has to happen, but I think it's more likely for the price to go up to touch this fast moving average from the TBO indicator and roll over. I would honestly really like to see the price do that and also make a double bottom, where we basically see the price go back down here to 80K and hold, or even better, slightly above it. So around 82K. The reason why is because if we get a higher low like this, or even a double bottom would be great. A double bottom would actually be better because if we get a higher low, it might be misconstrued as a bear flag, which is higher highs and higher lows, except it makes this channel. And on a downtrend, this is bad because eventually the price will break below it and go a lot lower. So we don't really want to see that pattern. If we were going to see anything, either we just see a V-shaped correction and never goes down again, which is unlikely, or we see a double bottom. A double bottom would be much better instead of a higher low. Because again, we do not want to see a bull flag. That would be bad. The macro trend remains bearish. So again, this is why I'm leaning more towards the idea of Bitcoin rolling back over again. I think it will actually be a good thing. If we continue to see it go up without any volume, that will be extremely weird. And I know that I never really look at other charts or exchanges. We could look at the all-time history index, and this does aggregate volume across other exchanges. There is a little bit of volume here, but it should be outperforming the moving average day over day over day over day. And we're not seeing that. So let's go back over here. The other interesting thing to note about yesterday's move is that not only did RSI push above overhead resistance, it shot all the way up to 48.05, which is awesome. Except it didn't exceed the high back over here on the 10th of November. I'm not saying this is terrible. I'm not saying it's not possible either. It's just it irks me a little bit. It's a little bit like, you're so close, just go a little bit higher. I would love to see RSI close above this. If we see RSI close above 50.51, that would be awesome. That would actually be a sign to me that we should see Bitcoin go inside of the daily TBO cloud, which would mean a change to bullish consolidation, which means the next target would most likely be around 99K. So for now, we just need to move up to 93K to tag the fast line to see what's going to happen next. For now, we are seeing a break of overhead resistance with RSI, which is great, but there's no volume to back it up. On balance volume is still bearish. The chart is still strong bearish. Now, I did see some rumors of people saying that the reason Bitcoin pumped is because apparently it's been leaked that the new Fed chair that's going to replace Jerome Powell is apparently pro-Bitcoin. Cool. Can I just say real quick, we have had a pro-Bitcoin president ever since a year ago. How's that worked out for us? Trust me, I had high hopes as well. Just pump the brakes, okay? Look at the charts, understand that we're still strong bearish. Someone was asking me in the comments as well yesterday, when will I change my mind? Well, a couple of things have to happen. For starters, if in order for me to change my mind on Bitcoin being not bearish, not going into a bear market, it needs to cross back above this support level, this resistance level and this one, but really above the cloud. If Bitcoin can magically pump, and I really emphasize the word magically, because it's not as likely as you think, but if it can push above the daily TBO cloud, which is currently at around $111,000, which is a tall order. That's a 22% continuation move. Not impossible, but there's no volume to back it up. But if Bitcoin were to go back above the cloud, then I'll change my tune. But even so, it's struggled with this level of resistance up here to 125K, 124K. So that would be a massive move. We would need to have such incredible news to see volume coming into the charts, which would push the price up higher to squeeze short sellers. So for now, I'm still leaning bearish. I still have bearish expectations for next year. Ethereum did not outperform Bitcoin yesterday, but it is inching closer to the fast line. The main differences between Ethereum and Bitcoin right now is that the slow line of this chart is actually moving up compared to BTC's, which is pointing down. It's a little bit hard to see, admittedly. So if we zoom in, you can see it's still pointing up. It will eventually flatten out though, because it's a slow moving average. It'll take time. The last couple times that Ethereum has gone up, and again, I still regret missing my fantastic short entry. Like this thing right here was amazing. I was just waiting for it to touch the fast line and to make a nice little short right there. Like such an easy trade setup, and I missed it. So if we see Ethereum go up and tag the fast line, which is currently at $3,120 or so, I think it makes more sense to focus on building a short position than it is to just ape into a long position. When will that change? What will change my mind? I think it's going to change my mind when we see it pushing above this resistance level. Let me actually go ahead and get rid of these and this too. So there is immediate resistance right here, right? So we have this level at about $3,500. If Ethereum were to push above this level, I'll be shocked, to be honest, because that's a significant push. It'll also be above this level of support, 36.94 or whatever, not to mention this level here at 34.35 or so, which was a really strong level of resistance and support. So it has to push above so many levels, not to mention pushing inside of the cloud, which is hard. You're going against the current, which is down, then pushing up against this to get finally up here, another 30%. Anything is possible. Not everything is likely though. Let me keep going. ETH BTC, it's still at overhead resistance. This is nuts as well. Now, if we see Ethereum outperform Bitcoin today, and this goes above resistance, alts are going to fly. It will be a massively bullish signal for alts. Now, stablecoin dominance has also given us a ray of hope, a TBT Bearish Divergence on yesterday's closed candle. This is awesome. We are not out of the woods yet. The last time we got one of these, the price or the percentage of combined stablecoin dominance fell to this thick green line, which is the fast line, and gave us a TBO springboard bounce with a higher high moving up 30%. We don't want to see that again. The only problem is that if we remain with a bullish bias all the time, we ignore macro factors like the slow line is curling up. It's still macro bullish. We haven't seen any TBO close longs, even though this is starting to move out of our bear market zone up here. We're still in a very, very bad spot. What will change my mind is seeing a TBO close long like it did back over here. And it took a long time for one of these to print, but this will be very bullish, one of these blue diamonds. The other thing that is good that happened yesterday is that RSI lost its support level. This is great, but it didn't exceed the low here. We're in like an inverse position as the Bitcoin chart. It's a good sign. It really is. But we need to see a lot more to the downside in order for me to feel really comfy, happy, cozy. Bitcoin dominance had a sharp move up higher yesterday, up 0.73%. It's been doing this though on the whole way down, just to be honest with you. It's still strong bearish below the cloud. If anything right here, I want you to look at this right here. This is the TBO slow line. Looks kind of like a whale. It's actually pointing down more aggressively. This angle is ridiculous. So Bitcoin dominance did push up because Bitcoin had a good day yesterday. But trust me, the trend right now, the macro trend is bearish for Bitcoin dominance, which means if we see Bitcoin dominance and stablecoin dominance both fall together, it will relieve the total ES.D chart. It will make others dominance total E50.D, total E100.D pump as well. And to make matters crazier, total ES.D printed a TBT bullish divergence here, which is awesome. Reality check, we also saw this happen back over here too. There's our breakdowns, big reversal, TBT bullish divergences, a lot of these printed, and the price still went down. Keep in mind that TBT bullish divergences, these green triangles, which are not part of the TBO indicator, these are always early. They are very, very early. What we want is a TBO close short. That's what we really want to see, okay? So when we see one of those, trust me, I will be dancing with you guys. But for now, things are still strong bearish. Now, the market cap chart also printed a TBT bullish divergence. Same story applies. We saw these back over here. We didn't see any closed shorts. So this is letting us know that the bearish downtrend could be coming to an end soon, but not necessarily to ape into anything just yet. We did see RSI make a really amazing bounce from 16.97 all the way up here. Did it exceed the high? Not yet. If it does, again, that will be amazing. Now, total E50 has more TBO close shorts. We have 3 that's printed in the last day and a half. We've also seen lots of these, and it goes lower. So yes, we're due for a bounce. I've been saying it for the longest time. We are getting our bounce, but I'm still leaning towards the bearish side until I get confirmation. So right now, I'm not getting confirmation that things are just going to keep going up higher and higher. You have to also be willing to change your bias as well. So if these conditions change, trust me, I'll just go, okay, flip a switch. It's way easier to go with the market. I also want to be honest with you too. I'm taking long positions. I actually have been sharing trade setups over here in Discord. You'll see in the Better Traders Club Discord server, I have a take profit target alert letting us know for TAC, which I actually shared in a daily market update, I think last week on Bybit. It pumped yesterday massively. It hit our target of 129%. And I didn't get that much profit on my position. I only got 36% total, which is a little bit like, because it went up 255%. But you know what? Walking away with nearly $3,000 in profit feels pretty good, especially after being down on my position up to like 22%. I want to be careful with my words here. I don't want to say that every chart is going to pump, but you guys have no idea how forgiving crypto is. It really is a ridiculous market because we will see charts get so depressed, giving up hope, and then all of a sudden, pop, 250% out of nowhere. Now, I teach at the Better Traders how to identify charts like TAC. I teach you how to find them and how to trade them, and you don't need leverage. That was a spot trade. So that's what I teach in 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. I talk about this course in every single video because this is literally the best course that anyone can start with. If you've been burned by leverage over and over, great. Stop using it. You don't need it. You really don't need it. That chart, TAC, this is what it means to be an AB trader. You can build your account with charts like this that are ridiculous in terms of price action and volatility. You don't need leverage. The course comes with free signals on AllTradey, the TBT signals, which you're going to be getting a video about this on Sunday. I've already shared it and filmed it, by the way, with people in the Better Traders Club. That's part of being in the club is you get access to my Sunday videos early. Plus, you get access to the TBO indicator, which I've been showing you, and AB trading strategies. It also comes with one-on-one coaching. And of course, right now, everything is 50% off for our Black Friday sale. So whether it's 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom, MPI, Mastering Passive Income, which is our advanced bot trading course, The Smarter Trader, which is our advanced active trading course, even over here at Mastering Assets, which is, these are courses that we've done together with Kitco Media, whether it's, the Complete Cryptocurrency Investor or the Automated Trader course. Both of them are great. These are more for a traditional investor mindset. These are more like, okay, you've been in crypto for a while, like you get crypto. So the difference between the two is that this is more for like the traditional stock trader, investor, precious metals investor, stuff like that. There are also links to sign up for exchanges down below for Femex and also for BYDFi, rewards up to $30,000, which is nuts. So make sure to take advantage of our Black Friday sale before it ends soon. Okay, I want to go back over here to TradingView because I got some more charts to share with you today. As always, I do read the comments, so let me know in the comment section down below what charts you're interested in me reviewing. No guarantees, no promises, no excuses if I don't review a coin. I do have reasons for not reviewing coins and sharing them because some of them are just, okay? But if you have coins you want me to check out, let me know. Also, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Help me reach my target of hitting 100,000 subs this year. That happens by you subscribing and you sharing my videos on my channel with other people. So do it. Okay, great. Let's get into it. Now, all of these orange flags right here are denoting bullish things that have happened. And these are early bullish reversal signals from the TBO indicator. Yes, I can see that BNB is also in process, meaning it hasn't confirmed it yet, of printing a TBT Bullish Divergence. We have to wait until tomorrow to get that confirmation. But over here on the 4-hour time frame, been talking about these TBO closed shorts. We finally got a push above. If you notice, yesterday I made mention of this. BNB opened above overhead resistance, which is awesome. Now it has to do two things. It has to tag the TBO Fast line, which is lining up with price-based resistance, and it needs to push above this 272 fib extension, which was pretty difficult for it back over here earlier this month. If it can do those two things, it will move all the way back up here, believe it or not. Quant, this one still has an open TBO close short. I say open because we're saying close. It sounds kind of confusing. But essentially what these signals mean is that once we get these are bullish reversal signals telling us that the market or the chart should have a bullish reversal coming up soon. So it's letting us know if we are in a short position and Quant, the TBO told us to start, to consider opening a short on Quant back over here at on the 18th of August at $109. Boy, oh boy, was that right. But every single time we get one of these, it's letting us know, if you haven't taken profits yet, consider doing that because the chart might turn around. It might become bullish. Well, we've seen many of these signals print. So if you're still in profit in a short position and you haven't taken any profits yet, these are warning you over and over, be careful, be careful, be careful. Now, we also know, without the help of the TBO, that the price of Quant has struggled with overhead resistance over and over. So many pierces. And just like in The Shining, we know that enough pierces with that axe will break through that door. So if you're waiting for a here's Johnny moment, we're going to get one pretty soon as soon as we get confirmation from quant that it's going to push above. So it's really wanting to push above overhead resistance. It will happen. It just needs more energy. Say on the 4-hour time frame, this has more, it has a new TBO close short, that orange diamond right there. And before that, TBT Bullish Divergences and a cluster. So things are really building up. And this is also at weekly TBO support, which is why it has this big rectangle around it. Lido, Finance, 3 TBO close shorts. Caspa on the daily time frame, TBO close short, which is awesome. Keep in mind though, on the 4-hour time frame right here, the price has literally shot up into 4-hour TBO resistance. Now, the 4-hour time frame is not anywhere as close to, not anywhere near as strong as the daily. I always rank time frames based off of strength. The 4-hour time frame is always our early warning alert system. So support and resistance levels matter, but they're not as strong as the daily, which in turn is not as strong as the weekly. So the reason why I'm pointing this out is because the 4-hour, it's showing good resistance right here. And it's showing that Caspa is respecting it. But if we zoom out, we can see, for starters, we have a decent level of resistance here on the daily time frame, just above it. Okay? And then on the weekly, if you happen to notice, Caspa is right above weekly resistance. So the reason why I'm pointing this out to you is not to make you freak out, but it's to give you, to help you understand that the fact that it's pumping right now and it's testing this really complex layer of resistance on 3 different time frames is significant. Okay? So it needs to not only push above this 4-hour level, it needs to push above the daily level at about 6 cents, and it's already above the weekly. It has to hold in order for it to continue pushing up higher. And once it does that, it ain't over, because Caspa has failed multiple times to push above overhead resistance. Can it do it? Sure. But once it gets up here, even then, it's like, it's still in a tricky spot. Tezos, this one is at historical TBO support. I say historical because these green lines stopped back over here. It actually changed on the 23rd of June and it moved up here in September. But these long previous levels are strong levels of resistance. We could say the same thing here about this level of resistance. See this red line? So when the price fell down, it popped up, it hit this historical level and it fell down. We can and should use these levels or these historical TBO resistance and support levels. That would be really helpful. So if we get any sort of bullish push here for Tezos, we should be expecting the price to struggle around this level about 70 cents, okay? And on the 4-hour, we're seeing a lot more of these TBO close shorts. Fartcoin, believe it or not, it actually pushed up even higher yesterday, 17%, and printed a TBO close short, which is amazing. I am genuinely impressed that it's pushing up this high. It weighted to the 236. That's fantastic. Wow. XPL Plasma has printed 3 TBO close shorts in the last day. The last day and a half, 2 days. That's a pretty big reversal signal. All right, now let's get into these green flags. These are all showing us some bullish things that are happening based off the TBO or TBT Bullish Divergence, which is the green triangle. Doge is continuing to slowly push higher. Again, the macro trend is still bearish. It's leaning down. The price is still strong bearish below the cloud. Every other time we've had some sort of push up to the fast line, it got rejected. Okay, back over here, late October over here, early November, got rejected. So the chances of getting rejected again are quite high for a lot of these charts, especially because there's no bullish volume to support this move right now. It feels good, but there's no bullish momentum that's happening in terms of RSI or on balance volume. Dash. You guys, please tell me in the comments if you guys are catching these. I would love to get that affirmation that it's like my time is not ill spent. I shared this with you guys yesterday that there's a TBT Bullish Divergence on Dash. I said, don't give up hope on this guy. The last time it happened, Dash shot up about 36%. Now it's up 18%. It's not going to do the same exact thing, but you have to admit that's pretty ridiculous. So last time I did this, it shot up a little bit more to the fast line, I don't expect that kind of a move. One thing that's sticking out to me is, whoa, TradingView is freaking out there. All right, so we have overhead resistance that's pretty close by. Volume looked great yesterday, but nowhere near what we saw before. So it's clearly losing volume and it's losing strength. The other thing that sticks out too is that we had a TBO close long, this blue diamond, and the expected behavior is for the price to go back up to tag the fast line. So instead of being in our long position back over here, if we never took profit at 236%, or over here at 137, it's letting us know, you know what? You might want to consider taking the profits out because the trend might be turning bearish. So instead of selling and panicking at 36%, we wait patiently for the price to go up and tag the fast line. That's how we use our close longs, which is the inverse of the close short. Make sense? XRP continues to hang inside of the cloud. Now, I did open up a short. I've decided to close that short. I hope I don't regret that decision. But the way things are looking right now with BTC, I just want to wait because I have a feeling that XRP might have a little bit of a scam wick to the top side before rolling over, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't regret that decision. Crow, this one printed a TBT Bullish Divergence on the daily. SPX, not only is it inside the cloud, which is a transition or a change from being strong bearish below, and now into bullish consolidation inside the cloud, it moved up 15% yesterday, and volume is actually growing. So this right here is what Bitcoin and everything else is lacking. We are not seeing volume increase on the bounce. If anything, it's just like falling flat. This is actually bullish. Seeing volume increase day over day over day over day as the price is bullishly pushing up higher. This is what a recovery looks like. You'll also notice here, on balance volume, OBV, the blue line, which represents cumulative volume day over day, when it has a green close, it moves up. And if there's lots of volume, it moves up a lot. Vice versa for red candles and lots of volume, it moves down a lot. It's now above its moving average, which is good. It's now in bullish consolidation, which does not mean up and to the right, but this is a great change, okay? StarkNet had a nice little close yesterday, 6%. I'm still waiting on a TBO close short, one of these orange diamonds. Now, we got a TBT Bullish Divergence yesterday, which is great, but I'm really waiting for one of these orange diamonds. The last time we got them back over here in September, it shot up 62%. Last time over here, it fell down, but we got more and more and more, and it moved up 135%. I am still DCAing, and I'm still being patient and waiting on Stark. AVAX, TBT Bullish Divergence on the daily. M, on the 4-hour time frame, TBT Bullish Divergence. But more importantly, this thing just shot up 5% today after being red ever since the 18th of November. It's been on a streak of 9 days, 9 candles of red price action, and then one green one to wipe it all out, to wipe away all the tears, I guess you could say. Interesting. And also, price is kind of respecting this support level down here, which is wild. It's price-based support. H, crazy price action. This thing is liquidating people left, right, and center. Not only are shorts getting squeezed, both sides, longs are also getting squeezed. This is a much better chart for trading on the spot market, not with leverage. You don't need it with charts like this. Absolutely ridiculous price action. Crazy. Aerodrome, TBT Bullish Divergences on the 4-hour and a TBO close short on the 4-hour. It could be making a comeback, except volume is still falling off, which isn't good. So it's just kind of following the market, but there's no inherent strength yet in the chart. Pendle, good push yesterday, up 11%. Volume is starting to push up above the moving average. On balance volume did have a bullish cross above the moving average. This is the first time we've seen it since back over here. It's still not strong bullish yet, but this is a great start for sure. SNX, TBT Bullish Divergence cluster, which is that yellow tab right there on the 4-hour time frame. That's exciting. It could still fall down, but I like RSI right here. It's starting to turn around. Volume is kind of picking up, but not there yet. On balance volume is still pretty bearish. It's still strong bearish below the cloud, but we could see this thing just rip out of nowhere. Zen or Horizon, this one on the 4-hour time frame, TBT Bullish Divergences here, which is great. Last one saw the price shoot up kind of like Dash, 40%. I don't think it'll move up this high, but it could make a bullish reversal. Just a heads up on MON or MON. What is this? Monad. Volume yesterday was crazy for the perpetuals futures chart. 1.1 billion, and price did absolutely nothing. Do you know what that means? It means that everyone's not sure what it's going to do next. There's a lot of indecision. People are taking profit. People are opening longs and shorts. There's a lot of chop solidation. We also have TBT Bearish Divergences on the 4-hour. There's a decent chance that MON might fall a little bit. And especially even on the daily time frame, like this isn't good. With this much volume, more volume, and the price isn't pumping, that's showing a lot of conflict, we'll say. And of course, TAC is here because this thing just absolutely pumped yesterday. If you want to trade this chart, you could wait for the price to pull back about 30% to the support level because it's done that multiple times. It could happen. It could also just decide to keep ripping higher. Nothing's really showing on the 4-hour or on the hourly time frame. It's just doing crazy stuff right now. But charts that pump like this out of nowhere, expect volume to continue flowing into it a little bit. Usually they don't just pump and then it's done, but just watch it for more volatility. Solana, again, it's like I want to be bullish on a lot of these coins, but volume is still falling. It's still bearish. On balance, volume hasn't even crossed above the moving average. RSI is moving up a lot higher. That's the one thing this does have going for it. And it tagged the fast line yesterday. It's hard. Like, I want to be bullish, but I also am respecting the fact that we've seen this be bearish and have these touches, these tags at the fast line, and it falls lower. It's a conflicting spot to be in. If you're not sure, sometimes the best trade is just to watch, wait, and see. Honestly, it's okay to miss out. It's really okay. Hype, this one is getting really close to tagging the fast line. Again, similar situation. Why is that line there? That line is like super old. It's not even valid anymore. You can just move that out. There we go. We can make this thick. There we go. Awesome. Again, volume's not looking good. On balance volume is above the moving average, but it's not looking amazing. Now, I think it's safe to say this has been, I think, my 5th chart that I've seen where there's just a disgusting sell-off, one-day sell-off, and then all of a sudden the price just whips right back higher. It's not just this chart. I've seen so many in the last 2 weeks do this, specifically on Bybit. Masterful manipulation. I'm fairly certain that this has a perpetuals future chart on Bybit as well. This is like what is it? Not Bybit. BitMEX style manipulation. Absolutely horrific. Dropping 38%, pumping 123%. It also does paint the picture though as to why it's much more profitable to go long. Yes, you can short the market and you can make a good amount of money, but you're locked in at 99% profit. Whereas with a long, you can go up to a gajillion percent. There's no cap. Last but not least, Bananas 31 shooting up yet again. Remember this one? So it pumped up all the way up here, 155%, falls back down to support. And then look what it's doing. It's going right back up again. Crazy. It's proving what I've been saying, that I still believe we will see alts just do weird stuff over the next couple of weeks. I'm still sticking to my prediction that about the middle of December or getting close to the end of December, that's when things might cool off. It depends. I mean, a lot of things could change, but that's what I'm expecting to have happen next. I want you to watch this video next to get yourself prepared for how you can use TradingView to short the market. If you're not comfortable going short, and you're used to going long, use the invert feature. It's a really great feature that you can use. Watch this video to learn how to use it. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.